Here is a game that was played by two members of the Madison Chess Club, and the game begins with a e-pawn up 2, and then black only moves 1. The first move, at least the central pawns in front of the queen and the king, the first move should be up 2. So moving that pawn up 2 squares would have been a little bit better. So we will continue with the moves of the game. And in this position right here, black has a 1-move checkmate. Can you see what it is? All black had to do to win this game was move the queen to the pawn here on f2, and the game would have been over. But black didn't see that, and so the game continued. Every time you see that pawn turn red, that means that that was another opportunity for black to see that checkmate. So in chess, there's a term called mechanical thinking, and what that means is a chess player gets so involved in their plan that all they see is the plan that they have and don't take time to look for other optional moves. And sometimes the moves in the plan are pretty good, but it's always good for a chess player just to take a moment and look around the board and see if there might be better moves that can be made. But again, we will move on. So here, the white pawn takes the knight, and that finally gives the king an escape square to protect it from checkmate. So black makes a pretty nifty move right here. Black moves the bishop, attacking the king. Now the king does have a flight square right here, but the rook is undefended. This is called a fork. So black's bishop is attacking 2 pieces at the same time. The king can't capture back because the queen is guarding that square. So black has no other move than to move the king out of the way, which black does. And now there's a free rook that's on the board. Now black does another really interesting move here. It's called an in-between move. And what that means is that black could capture this rook right here, but what black does instead is black puts the king in check with the queen. It's called an in-between move because black can always grab that rook with the bishop, but the king is put in check and it's forcing the king to move out of the way. So the king moves out of the way and is put in a bad position. Well, it looks like black here blocks the queen, but black still has this attack on the bishop and goes ahead and takes advantage of that and gets a piece. And in this position, black is quite a bit ahead. So we'll move a couple more moves here in the game. So in this position, the black bishop is being attacked. And so if you are going to lose a piece, the best thing to do is try to get as much for that lost piece as possible. So here, black should have taken the bishop for 3 points and then just let the queen recapture. And it's called an exchange, 3 points for 3, and it's an even exchange. It's nothing that's bad, and it's better than losing a piece for free. But unfortunately, black moved the queen out of the way and allowed white to get a free bishop. But white missed it, and instead, white moved the pawn up instead. Black ended up capturing a pawn, which is 1 point, but if the queen captures the bishop, then black loses 3 points. It would have been better just to go and capture that bishop. White doesn't capture the bishop. Instead, gives an unprotected piece, which is the pawn, but black doesn't take that piece. Okay? Black has a double attack on that piece. So in this position, it looks like the knight is being defended, but the knight actually is not being defended. And this is the reason why. Black could take the knight and get 3 points. White could capture and get 3 points, and it's 3-3, but then black would recapture with the pawn and win 6 points to 3. So I guess white could recapture, but black has a really powerful tactic there. But we will continue with the game. Knight moves out of the way, puts an attack on the queen, on black's queen. Black sees it and moves out of the way. So there is an X-ray attack, kind of a small X-ray attack right here on the queen. So if the knight moves out of the way, the queen is being attacked and the queen has to move out of the way. Unfortunately, black doesn't see it, and black moves another piece, and then white gets to take the queen. White did not take the queen. So here, black left the queen open, and white could have taken it for free, which I called a scalp. But again, with mechanical thinking, white was thinking of the plan and not watching what was going on the board. So white moved the rook instead, leaving that free queen on the board. Again, black moves a rook to attack the bishop, but the queen is still open. And now the white knight blocks that attack from the bishop, and the queen is now protected. Play a couple of more moves. Here, white puts the queen in an attack, and now black could take it for free. But black doesn't do it. And then you can see here, black has left an unprotected piece on the board, but doesn't see it. And again, this is some pretty crazy chess that's going on here. You can see both sides could have taken a free queen, but missed it. Let's see, right here, we have a potential, the king could be checked. So here, black could have taken the bishop for free because the bishop is unprotected and could put the king in check. And let me see, is that a checkmate? No, it could be blocked by the knight. But still, there's just a lot of opportunities on the board that were missed. And black did miss that one. And again, gave white kind of an opportunity to get back in the game again. Again, we have an unprotected piece, and black missed it. Again, unprotected piece, and black didn't take it. This may seem ridiculous, but this is a real chess game. And these kinds of things are happening all the time in chess games. And to become a great chess player, you have to pay attention to what's going on the board and know how to take advantage of those things so that you can get advantages throughout the game and eventually win. So finally, that bishop gets taken. And, oh, right here. Oh, see, white just made a great big mistake because white just moved the queen into an attack from the bishop, and black saw that and took the queen. And if you remember, if you can take your opponent's queen for less than another queen, it's a scalp. And so black got a scalp on that one, and white had to move. Or white could recapture, but trading 9 points for 3 points is a big advantage for black. Now, there were lots of opportunities here for black to checkmate white, and I'm going to make another video of just all the different checkmate opportunities in this game, but we'll move on with the game. White could have gotten a scalp because if you notice, the queen is attacking the king and in check, but if you look, the white knight is attacking the queen, and the white knight could just go up and take the queen, and then white would get a scalp. And so both sides would have taken each other's queen for less than the value of another queen. But instead, white moved out of the way. When you're playing a chess game, don't get caught in mechanical thinking. Don't get so involved in your plan that you stop paying attention to the other moves on the board, because a lot of times there are some really strong moves that could be made if you just take a moment to stop your mechanical thinking in your plan and just take a few seconds to scour the board for other opportunities and other moves that are better. And a lot of times you will be able to find a better move than the one that you want to make. So good luck with that. Keep practicing, and I'll send another video soon. Bye.